Good morning, my fellow compatriots. I think I'll switch to headphones now. Kind of forgot. Oh, it's prepping. And there we go. It's very non-delightful, having a whole bunch of cords tangled, but meh, such is the life. Last time we just finished off, the Grand Arena. Now we're hanging out, talking to people. Mueller is the most recent Imperial officer in residence at the Airbornian Embassy. He's young, but he's a senior officer with quite a bit of rank and decorum. Olivier is hopefully behaving himself at the embassy right now if he knows what's good for him. Ah. That was some match, wasn't it? Had me all aflutter. Well, time to go home and get dinner ready. I'll be patrolling out inside the department store later. It's my favorite beat. Hello! Would you like to try our special sundae? It's 1 scoop each of chocolate, strawberry, mint, and lemon ice cream. Each scoop represents one of our champions. Zim is chocolate, Estelle is strawberry, Joshua is mint, and Olivia is a lemon. Actually, special ice cream is pretty awesome. So I'll get 10 more. That restores 25 CP. Or, yeah. Second over it. Watching Anton over there never gets old. What to do now? I just tried talking to that pretty girl who kept walking by here. You know what she said? She told me that a leering scumbag like me would never stand a chance with her. I was like, wow, you could have just said so. I just want to curl up somewhere and die. Anton is entertaining. Hey, aren't you guys that won the championship? Congratulations, that was an absolutely incredible match. I'm so glad you won instead of that Special Ops team. Which one to choose? Ah, they're all this cute. I just can't make up my mind. Came all this way to the capital, I might as well enjoy my time here, you know. Well, with all the hubbub, there's bound to be some great limited time sales, and I'm gonna find them. I hope the price on this one drops soon. Kitty's Guide to Savoring Delicious Wine, rule number 6. Drink every last drop when you can, because you never know how long the tea will keep flowing. They call the last mouthful of tea the teardrop, because you're crying. You'll be crying when you realize there's no more in your cup. Another important tip is to keep stirring your tea while it brews in your cup. That concludes my guide to savory delicious tea. What do you think? Best-selling material or what? My sister's ignoring me and I kind of miss her. Or I mean, miss know-it-all. Yeah! She's cold, man! Cold as ice! That means she's about to... she has to suck a telling key. Right? Right? I already did that one. Gee, why are we so busy? Haven't even been able to keep up with news from the tournament. So the finals are over then. A royal banquet in the castle for the winners? Surprised the Duke came up with that one. Gotta try to find something nice to give to my wife. Tomorrow we'll be taking an airship back to Rose. I'm looking for a souvenir to take back for my brother. I wonder what will be good. I'll be patrolling inside the department store there. That's my favorite beach. Oh, some match. Yep, we've already pretty much gotten everyone here. Let's go up to the North Block is fine. So apparently the special ops team lost the match. Didn't think the Bracers would be able to take them, but oh how wrong I was. Nothing to report here. My replacement should be here any moment now. Thank Adios. Put in a request with the Bracer Guild to find my missing wife. They just can't tell me not to worry. I should wait for her to come home on her own. I wonder if they even bothered writing down my request, or if they basically just dismissed it outright. Oh, hey Fritz! Madame Estelle, how may I be of service to you? Oh, actually, we're planning on staying somewhere else tonight. Yes, I've already been informed by Monsieur Elvin. Congratulations on your championship victory. Please enjoy your excursion. Put all of your worries behind you. Nah. Wow, leave it to Elvin. Everything seems nicely set up. Still gotta look in my room. And this room. And this room. Kinda surprised more people aren't here. Guess it's not nighttime per se, it's still late afternoon. Oh yeah, people would be out. Not going there yet. Already went in there. Out of the west block. The soldiers everywhere this year. No one seems to be willing to really cut loose, so to speak. Makes the facilities a lot less festive, if you ask me. That final match was pretty amazing, wasn't it? Yeah, tomorrow I'm rolling up my sleeves and making something new of my life. Hope he did. He said he would look for work instead of going to watch the tournament. But I know he'd never keep that promise, so I broke it for him. And told him we'd go. I'm a good wife, damn it. Whoa, with this Burrell Cafe right here. So the competition's done, is it? A victory banquet in the castle. Lucky winners. It's so neat to go back to one-on-one team fights for next year's martial arts competition. That way there can be an actual Team Josh for us to cheer on. I can't believe Lawrence lost. So lame! Cell and Company. Congratulations, that was a simply amazing match. I got so many great shots, I can't wait to show you. Just haven't been any details yet about the Queen's illness. She hasn't said anything herself, so maybe this is all just an out-of-control rumor. Wow, evening already. No, normally I'd like to charge shifts. I'm working a double tonight. Seagro's not home yet? Guess that means making dinner's my job today. Seagaro. Want to go to... Duke is inviting the winners of the tournament to the castle for a banquet. The Queen is so sick. How is that anything but a bad idea? Once again, the Duke does an exemplary job of making a fear for our country's future. You have a point. Where? Must be up on... Rianne, where are you? Oh dear, where has Rianne gotten herself off to? Well, they're hiding in the fireplace. Going to the cathedral. Oh, Goddess Adios. I've been blessed with another day under your divine protection. So the tournament is over. I don't know what would happen with the birthday celebration. We best prepare for an influx of people, if only as a precaution. Oh my, is it late already? Time passes so quickly when I'm lost in prayer. The Archbishop's sermons always ring true. I wish more people would come to listen to them. Dude. This year, we celebrate the 1120th year of the Grand Cell Cathedral's history. This place of worship was founded alongside the royal bloodline of Liberal Kingdom. Usually there are people up partying all night this time of year. But I guess that's pretty well out of the question this year, huh? Where is... I can swear I've gone everywhere. This one. It's that one. Ah, there it is. Dorothy seems to know the team that won the martial arts competition this year. She was practically dancing on air when she came home. Kinda forgot that was a girl. I admire Colonel Richard. I still don't approve of the intelligence vision or that special ops. Especially that witch captain with the squinty eyes. He could never go 2 seconds without making some sort of snarky comment. I have a question for Niall, but I can't seem to find it. Any idea where he might be? Think about it. I haven't seen him in several days. Not too uncommon in this line of work, though I suppose. Heh. The newest article is a showcase piece for all the most popular restaurants here. Only the culture reporter gets to go to different restaurants and comment on their cuisine. I can't wait to see the look on Niall's face when I tell him what he getting paid to do. There. That's all on West Block. There was one place I wanted to go before we advance the story. But while I'm getting there, hey, my wife is doing all the housework, eh? The trick is winning a game is something her spouse is doing something on her own. As if it were her idea, rather than directly asking. Marriage is a game, a strategy role-playing game, with both sides in constant struggle. Wow, that final was a real back-and-forth battle. I had such a great seats, and I found just how much my husband really loves me. This is the best day ever. Alright, I went to the West Block. Fisherman's Guild. There it is, I think. Wow, what a match. Don't know martial arts very well, but I know a spectacle of ample proportions when I see one. I got all caught up in the match. I don't even remember getting up on my feet. Oh dear. I remember that house. That house is the demon house of yore. Where is that history museum? Thought it was down one of the hallways. Erebonian Embassy. Ah. There it must be. Yes. The tournament's done and no one lost any limbs. I'd call that a win overall. A little jealous of Professor Alba, who actually got to see the final match. Museum director's been called out for another project. I think he's in boats now. Ah, still, Joshua. That was an incredible match. Congratulations on your victory. Aw, thanks. Aw, shucks. Twerk nothing. How have you been, Professor Alba? Found the meaning of life yet? Not quite yet. Though that old text the museum asked me to decipher is coming along rather nicely. I also stumbled upon quite the few books I've been meaning to reference in my research. So overall, it's been a successful day. Still, I have more work than I have time to do it. But isn't that always the way? Wow, I'm impressed, I'll admit. Guess that's the kind of dedication it takes to be a professor. I sure couldn't do it, that's for sure. Huh. You never stay in your seat for more than a minute at a time. Never mind actually doing research. Yeah, I keep saying sitting still always makes me sleepy. I have to move around just to stay awake. I'm like those fish, you know. The ones that die if they don't keep swimming. Just gotta keep on swimming. Forever and always. Right through the aquarium called life, you know? Sure. Stop looking at me like that. That was poetic, man. Anyway, I'm glad to hear your research is going well. I owe it all to you. I may even be able to publish some results. And with that, I think we've pretty much talked to everyone. Oh, I almost totally forgot about Elnon the Barbarian. And the fishing guy. I've already heard. Congratulations on your victory. Thanks, Elnon. Kurt tells me it was quite a sight to behold. Sure was, I guess. I don't think we'd be able to take it in another fight, though. Not really, at any rate. Some say victory is equal parts effort and luck. It seems like the two of you have discovered some secret third influence. Each passing day, one's skills are further honed. As time passes, you grow into that victory and realize you truly did earn it. You think so? Yay, I really like your pep talks. Well done in the arena, and good luck tonight at the victory banquet as well. Thanks, we'll need it. Checking the thing. See if there's anyone up. Gosh, no one's hanging out in the... What nerds. Weather and water today are absolutely perfect for fishing. After work, I plan to meet my compatriots at the lake. Be sure to catch more than our fair share of fish. Today, I ran across this girl at practice who might be a great fit for our group. After practice, though, she said she was going to stay behind at the lake and catch some fish. Sounds to me like she'd be a perfect. If they don't hurry and catch these terrorists, we'll never go fishing again this season. Oh, goodness sake! Colonel, you must do something! And with that, I think it is time for us to go north. Oh, are we going to the castle? Oh, are we going to the castle already? Just to remind you, since we're going to be staying there after the party, we won't be able to leave until morning. Yeah. Well, let's show the gatekeeper our invitations then. Ugh, I don't know why I'm so nervous. Probably because we don't get invitations to big events like this very often. Hey. Hey, this is the castle of Her Majesty the Queen. Unless you have official business here, you need to leave. Hey. Hi there. Sorry about the other day. Oh, it's you two. Still staying in town? Yeah, we still have some business to take care of. I have a formal invitation, so by your leave, may we pass? A formal invitation? See directly from His Grace. What? It's a giant! See, right here. Written invitation. Let's see. To Zin and his team. Appreciation for your performance in the competition. You are cordially invited to a dinner party. Oh, okay. You guys were in the martial arts competition? Right. I heard the winning team was led by a huge Eastern guy. So is that you? You got it. We'd greatly appreciate your help. Makes sense. The head maid told us you'd be coming. You're missing someone. What happened to him? Yeah, it's kind of impolite, I know, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it. We're the only ones coming. Ah, well, that's a pity. No matter, please go on in. Now entering Zin and Company, victors of the martial arts competition. Open the gate. Wow. It's like the Hawking Gate. There's something more impressive about it being part of a castle. But it's more solid too, since it's a royal castle. It's part of why it's impregnable. Ever since the nation was established, no enemy has ever broken through the Annenberg Wall. The capital's been ravaged by war numerous times as a result of mutinies and insurrections amongst the nobles. But even then, the castle held a rebel army at bay, protected the royal family and the refugees. Or so the stories say. Wow, that's pretty neat. Pretty much the sort of tale one would expect from a nation with such history. Now, welcome to Her Majesty's Grand Cell Castle. Go right on in. You'll be met by a welcoming party inside. Enjoy your evening. Sorry, my voice is all over the place for the guards. Wow. You can say that again. Never seen anything that compares to this place. It's not just pretty. It's got history. You really feel the traditions and rules of the old kingdom here. Welcome to Grand Cell Castle. You're Zin and his team, correct? Captain Amalthea. This isn't unexpected, but even so. That's right, we came at the invitation of the good Duke. And you are? Haha, pardon me. I'm Captain Kanan Amalthea of the Intelligence Division. The Grand Cell's Castle Defense. I'd like to extend my heartfelt congratulations for your championship victory. Watching the match was truly a spectacular experience. You're too kind, really. And may I say I didn't know they made as young as pretty of you a captain? You must do fine work. My, but you are the father. But I'm not so young as your bracer friends. Stale and Joshua Bryce. It's been some time since the incident in Zeiss, hasn't it? Yeah, I guess it has. Quite some time. Unfortunately, this matter concerning Professor Russell is yet to be resolved. It appears that he and his granddaughter were abducted by a group of nefarious individuals. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? I'm afraid not. I lift that up to full-fledged basis and came to ground cell. You never even heard the follow-up report on it. I see. Haha. It's truly a shame. Well, with the resources of the Intelligence Division, it's only a matter of time before the culprits are arrested. I have no fear in that score. What the hell's wrong with her? Understood. We trust you to take care of the professor. Oh, absolutely. Now we must show you to your rooms. Okay. You would please do the honor? Yes, ma'am. See to their needs. Do not bother them with idle chatter. I make myself clear. Yes, ma'am, I understand. Aha, very good. Now, everyone, I hope you enjoy your evening. For my part, I must bid you farewell. Now that's one fine woman. I hate to say this, but your taste in women is crap. There's nothing fine about that fox-faced harpy. I think that might just be his favorite type of woman. Haha. I just tend to find women like that turn out to be pretty good people once you peel back a few layers, so to speak. You're hopeless. Not that it matters, but you really do sound like a dirty old man sometimes. Oh, my honor! Oh, sorry about that. You're supposed to show us to our rooms, right? Yes, please allow me. Pardon my not saying before, but I am Shay, a maid here at the castle. I will be at your service this evening, from the dinner party until the morning. If anything is not to your satisfaction, please don't hesitate to let me know. Thank you very much. Will you please show us to the room now? Certainly. Certainly. It's on the second floor. Oh, wow! Gonna love that chandelier. Talk about a classic. Hush, Estelle. What's that way? That's the throne room. Your Majesty uses it to receive personal guests. Hasn't seen much use in recent days, though. I see. Was that queen condition really that bad? Isn't the birthday celebration coming up soon? Oh, no. Just that it's a head maid who tends her in the royal keep of late. I shouldn't speak on subjects about which I am unfamiliar. Come then, shall we? This is a room where you will be staying. Please go on in. Okay. Pardon us. Oh, my Stragus! Never imagined we'd ever a place like this. Nice, this will make a good story for later. I believe there's still some time before the party. You are free to explore the castle, but security areas are off limits. I ask that you refrain from entering those areas. Can you be a little more specific? Most significantly, the royal keep where the queen resides. There's a small palace of sorts, built on the garden terrace on the roof. Garden terrace, that sounds nice. Haha, the terraces where Her Majesty greets the people of Godsell. From during from during the birthday festivities. So you cannot go into the royal keep itself, but you may visit the garden terrace if you like. As for the other restricted areas, there's a royal guard room and also the treasury, I believe. The royal guard room. Guess he still wanted for questioning about all that terrorist stuff. Yes. Intelligence Division is currently occupying it. Entrance is restricted, so please abide by the rules. Understood. By the way, what are the others who are invited doing? They have already arrived. I imagine they're relaxing in their respective rooms. Alright. So Major Class is here too. Oh yes, he arrived some time ago. Now if you'll excuse me, I'll be off. If you need anything else, please contact the First Royal Wedding. Now then. Hey, Zen. You want to go around and walk around the castle for a little bit? We'll be back in time for the party. Huh? Must be nice to be so young. I'm worn out after that tournament. No problem. Have fun. Me, I'm going to kick back and relax in this oh-so-luxurious room. We need to get as much done as we can before the party starts. First, Julia told me that I have to talk to her maid Hilda. I'd like to say hello to the other invitees too. You likely know most of them. What is this? What are people at the Intelligence Division up to? We get important documents without official permission. It's the library. Ah, Joshua, Estelle. You made it. It's been quite a while. Dean Collins. You're invited to the banquet as well, sir? I arrived today via airship from Rouen. A little mayoral birdie told me that you were to won the tournament. Jill and everyone else will be so happy to hear it. Thank you. I know you've seen me here, Dean Collins. Dean Collins is a member of the Royal Assembly and a man of great respect in the borough. It's only fitting that he be given a seat at this banquet. A man of great respect, he says. You flatter me, Mayor. That's the Royal Assembly. It's a meeting held once per year to address matters affecting the kingdom. The Queen, mayors of every city, and other representatives all come together to try solving various problems of state. Wow, son. They're here tonight, too? No, I'd say only about half. Her Majesty is still ill, and General Morgan is away on official military business. And Mayor Dalmore of Rouen was arrested in that nasty affair. And Professor Russell, he is a bit too entrenched in too many unknowns right now. We don't know true innocent talk. The Royal Guards may be involved in some underground terrorist organizations. It's not the time to be holding a feast at all, if you ask me. Well, we came to see the stats to see whether Duke Dunaj stalls on all these issues. He has permission to have an audience with Her Majesty regardless. Yes, that's the biggest issue here, without a doubt. Barring from seeing Her Majesty is a height of idiocy and mismanagement. I'd like to pay my respects to Princess Claudia as well, but that's I'm sorry. Princess Claudia is the Queen's granddaughter, right? Does she live here in the castle? No, it's my understanding her actual residence is elsewhere. I'm told she's come to the capital as of a few days ago. She's here then. I'd really love to meet her. I'm sure you'll have a chance. Sorry if I swapped up my voices for, Gotta check behind the, throne. The original Dragon Warrior players will understand me what I'm going with that. It's an empty room. Another empty room. This is the place to talk. Please come right in. For drinks, we have anything you can think of. Be it alcoholic or non-alcoholic. Oh wow, check that out. This must be the castle's garden terrace. I'd say so. You can see the whole lake from here. And it overlooks the town, too. This would be great for reconnaissance. As nice as this is, we really don't have time to stop and enjoy it. We got a job to do. But I want to stop and enjoy it. I want to leap from roof to roof. Oh. Must be the royal king. Who are you? Hey, you two. You guys guests of the day? Is this where Her Majesty lives? Of course it is. For all the last few days, she hasn't been feeling so well. You're not seeing anyone right now. Ah, you got it all wrong. We weren't even thinking of that. I thought it'd be amazing if she were going to take notice of it. Does Princess Claudia keep hair as well? No, it's just... Hey. Princess is focused on looking after Her Majesty. Neither of them has time to deal with the likes of you. Might I inquire as to what's going on here? Madame, you know you're back already. The dinner party will be starting soon, so I will be returning to the main quarters. Who are our guests? I'm from the team that won the martial arts competition. It's only because of that victory that someone of the Bracer's social standing would be ever be invited here. Bracer's social standing? Such discourtesy! You would insult those who are personally invited to the royal castle? No, that's not one. Those invited by the Duke should be treated with all the respect due to those invited by Her Majesty. I sincerely hope you have not forgotten that. Understood. Ah, she's intense. I know who she is. But by then, you can't just allow them to pass. You understand the reasons that the protocol right now. Yes, and I'm quite tired of hearing them repeat it to me. I'm terribly sorry, madam. Security has been heightened, and as such, the royal keep and its surroundings are off limits. I may ask, do you mind waiting in your room until the dinner party ends? Alright. That's fine, we'll do as you ask. I apologize, we weren't trying to cause any trouble. I didn't, just let it happen again. Safe return to you. I apologize that you were subjected to such dreadful behavior. My name is Silva. I'm the head maid of Gransell Castle and oversee all the housekeeping duties. Aha! You had a feeling. Forgive my rudeness, but are we previously acquainted? Well, someone told us about you. I know this handwriting. Insane. We also have our bracer emblems and identification with us. I see. Please come with me to the maid's sitting room. We can discuss this matter further once we are there. I understand. Need to deliver Professor Russell's message to Her Majesty. Correct? Right. Now it's not a good time, we can try later, but... No, it's not an issue. Those special ops men have had the royal keep under constant surveillance for some time now. Only the Duke, the Colonel, and high lieutenants such as myself are allowed in. Which means... the private audience is probably a no-go. What do you think, Estelle? Narasale Hilda to relay the professor's message to Her Majesty. No, I'd rather really speak to her face-to-face. There are just too many particulars, I don't know. I will really need to discuss directly. Like what Dunan and Colonel Richard have. Stan, Joshua, I have a bit of an idea. I'll get you to return here once the dinner party is over. Why? Without way, else to see Her Majesty? I believe I have. Maybe difficult, but I think it's worth a try. I'm going to need some time to get ready, so you can come back. So, can you come back after the dinner party? Awesome. Understood, we'll be back. I'll be waiting. Oh, and about the party. Preparing the food is going to take some time, so please, bear with me. Regarding dinner, the pre-cooking is being done now. Please remain patient. Each of our invited guests are kindly been asking you questions. Please wait a little longer while the preparations are completed. This is the Intelligence Division office. Authorized personnel keep your distance, unless you're keen on getting arrested. This is the administrative, where most of the actual ruling of Liberal takes place. Her Majesty, we're taking orders from Ready. So many people, so few people, we can't possibly finish on. The other officials were sent away on vacation by the Duke and were forcibly removed from the castle. Sounds like Dunan's being a barbarian, like I was saying. Dunan the barbarian. May I help you? Sorry to be rude, but it's very busy right now, preparing for the banquet. This is just between you and me, but he has enough servants. He keeps trying to convince Mistress Hilda to hire on more. No good in there. I just passed through Dunan in the hall a moment ago. He now just stares at me with medicine me. So rude. I'm sorry, but we're not ready for you yet. Sure, we're still preparing dinner at the moment. Once that's done, though, we'll make sure everyone knows, and until then, your patience is greatly appreciated. Head chef is a real pro, specializing in Imperial cuisine. With 1,000 dishes in it. In fact, he's simply amazing. Oh, hey, I remember this place. Some trails on the Sky the Third. Huh. This is a restricted area. Possessions, individuals can and will be arrested on the spot, so watch yourself. Oh. No booty now. Mayor Maybell. And Lila. Joshua, Estelle. Ah, here at last. Yeah, I'm wondering when you get here. I was randomly counting seconds. So you were invited here too, Mayor? Hey, wait. You're waiting for us? How did you know we were coming? I heard from Mayor Klaus. Heard about a pair of children who entered the tournament, won a championship, and were invited to a grand royal banquet in the castle. If I'd known, I would have canceled my acquaintance and come to cheer you on. Begging your pardon, man. But that would have been quite impossible given the circumstances. Yes, I'm aware. Trying to be polite. Haha. Don't worry. I know how busy you must be. I'm sure that queen is no time to waste. At a banquet, what with everything else going on? What is Duke Junan thinking? The captain was so stubborn about inviting me to, I had no real choice but to accept. Do you mean Captain Amalthea? Yeah, that's her. Her words were polite enough, and she gave me an evil eye when she spoke them. I dared and refused her request. I haven't heard from General Morgan in quite some time. Wait, does that mean you haven't heard any word from the Haken Gate? The General is unavailable, and the longest message I've been able to bring from them. It appears he is busy with those anti-terrorist countermeasures, or what have you. I'd hope he'd be in attendance at this banquet tonight. But I guess he couldn't pull himself away. What do you think about all of this, man? Think mayors from every city in the same place at a time like this? Well, if the Queen were in attendance, I'd expect some announcement of no small importance. As it is, I feel like the Duke has too much time on his greasy chubby hands. He's letting this position of royal proxy go to his head. Sounds about right. There might be still some sort of official announcement, don't you think? Well, whatever he has coming tonight, the Grand Chef here is the best in all the kingdom. I plan to enjoy the dinner, pay my respects to Her Majesty, and restore him to most haste. My mistress has been looking forward to seeing you again. Please come visit her in Bose sometime again soon. Duke Junan is such a nuisance. When the Duke came to Bose before, he acted like a spoiled child. Received so many complaints from the citizens, he angered. I chatted with them. And him. I'm so hungry. Usually by this time I'm already in some bar stuffing my face. Isn't our food ready yet? I'm literally salivating thinking about this full course dinner. Well, I guess we haven't talked to everybody and everything yet. Still, Joshua. Mr. Murdoch! I thought you might be here. As many normal class individuals on the guest list, we had a feeling you might be in attendance. I must say, I never expected you two to win a tournament championship and end up hobnobbing in Groundzilla Castle. Castle slow the kids to the boat, you know. Yeah, it took more than our upbringing to get us here. Lots of people left along the way. So it's been a few days. Has there been any developments? Well, right after you left for the capital, Captain Amalthea from the intelligence came laughing. She forced me to come to the bank. At least in Fortress. Russell and his company are still on the run, too. I hasn't found them yet. The longer we keep this up, the less chance they have. It's really just a matter of time. I asked Captain Amalthea if I could see Her Majesty and wish her well, but no luck. I was flat out refused. So in other words, we definitely aren't going to be able to do this easy way. Sure aren't, but don't you worry, because we're totally got that covered. We will get the Professor's message to Her Majesty, one way or another. And yeah. No booting here. Finally, no booting here. I think we have talked to everyone on that phone. I talked to him and him. And then the gate is currently sealed, so he'll ensure security. Please feel free to walk around the castle for the time being. I'm sorry for any inconvenience, but nothing can be done. There was one last place I'd kind of like to check. I pretty much went straight up to the... You're on the roll of keep it off limits. Notice it's being made. Just kind of wandering. It's a place to talk. Please come right in. Hey guys, sorry about being late. The party's about to start, you know. Sorry. Got so caught off in sightseeing that we lost track of time. Plus, we talked to all the mayors. Well, Well, aren't we well connected? I was friends with the mayor of Roland. Plus, we met the other rays in the course of our travels. Ah, I see. I guess your work as Braces has caused you to meet quite a few big shots. You two sure do get around for junior bracers. Yeah, you might say that. You done any braces assignments since we came to Grand Cell? It's not all the different in other countries, right? Right. For a full-fledged bracer, additionally, nationality isn't an issue when it comes to your work. The prelim fights and legal procedures, the embassy kept me too busy to keep any actual work done. But hey, there are 4 other bracers on duty too, so it shouldn't be so bad. Normally, I didn't have to handle it in most cases, I admit. All of them concentrated in Grand Cell. Might make it tough to handle any cases in other regions. Ha ha ha! Yeah, that could be. Ugh. I feel like a goose just walked over my grave. I don't know what's going on with Shira back in Roland. No, that may rings a bell. You wouldn't have any talking about Sherazade, would you? You know her? She's our mentor. And she's been a close friend for ages. Oh, okay, makes sense. Met her a long time ago, but Case brought her to Kalamad. She was fortunate to have a good master working with her from such a young age. Her master? Yeah, probably dead. Please pardon me, the table for the dinner party has been set. May I show you the way? Sure, I was getting bored with waiting anyway. Alright, wanna go eat fancy? Sure. I thought left me starving. Let's go dig in. Come on, you two. It'd be nice if you didn't completely forget your table manners, Franz. This is a dinner party, right? This is all the empty plates then. And as in forks, though, that's because it's a formal dinner. Everything comes out in a specific order, starting with hors d'oeuvres. Or as I like to call them, horse d'oeuvres. Then, use knives and forks from that side in. And that's all part of having good table manners. And here comes the egg sandwich. It's really not so bad. Doesn't mean you gotta have some of the finest food available. There's an indicator secondary. Indeed, indeed. I've told you're acquainted with everyone who will be attending. Where did you get stressed out? Yeah, I guess that's true. Please don't encourage her. On that note, the general economy is going to be okay with an apple fork. I'm filled with folks from the earth, usually with chopsticks. You've done your research. However, I'm a firm believer is when a liberal, do as the Berlians do fallacy. Not especially skilled with them, but I'll use a knife and a fork. My, how elegantly handled. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. You're as much a gentleman as you are a martial arts champion. Haha. You flatter me. Well, I really did a complete sucker for a pretty face. I think he's more being polite than that shot. Anyway, His Grace is really late. I wonder what he's up to. Indeed. It's awful sweet of him. The table is full of dew. You might thought I want before. Indeed. Perhaps it is intended for Princess Claudia. Your attention, ladies and gentlemen. I humbly apologize for the long delay. Presenting His Grace the Duke. Well then, I must apologize for making you wait so. I'm afraid that I was in a meeting, which I simply could not break away. Gentleman is Colonel Richard, commanding officer of the Royal Intelligence Division. I've invited him here to thank him for his entire service in helping us deal with the terrorist situation. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I was quite gratified to be invited to this location by our Honorable I say you pardon my uncouth soldier's uniform and allow me to sit with you. You gotta be kidding. We're having dinner with him? I suspected this might happen, but it's still endeavoring. Ha ha! Excellent, excellent. What say you, Mayor Maybell? What do you think of Radsell Castle's master chef? Is the cooking not on par with those found in Bose's Santaros restaurant? Yes. Yes, it's quite remarkable. The wine selection is also perfectly complements the meal. I almost want to try hiring him away. Ha ha ha! You're not the first to say such things. What of you? Zin, was it? It's food to your liking? Oh, it's excellent. I don't have words to describe the sense of refinement and depth. Certainly believe I could develop a real taste for the Berlin cuisine, though. Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. And you, young Braces. Imagine you've never experienced such fine food in your life before. It's extremely delicious. Far more worthy of being associated with the royal family than the person who invited us. Ha ha, indeed. It's a genuine treat. Huh? It's certainly delicious food. And we wouldn't miss a chance to attend so prestigious an event as this. Thank you very much for your gracious invitation. Haha, very kind of you to say so. I do finally remember what my daughter has been telling me about. We met before, during the Ruan incident. Perhaps our fates are linked with some bizarre fashion. Yes, it makes sense now. I was forgotten all about us until his butler reminded me. Come! Let us put social classes and ranks aside for the evening. Food is abundant, and the wine flows freely, so enjoy to your heart's content. Your Grace, if we could, I'd like to do as we discussed first. Ah, yes, that's a fine idea. Actually, I do have something important to say to fine folk who runs out the kingdom. Asia's celebration is place to make an important announcement. An announcement? What might that be? Think about Colonel Richard to explain in detail. Thank you. As you are, no doubt, already aware, Her Majesty has been in poor health of late. However, she has been crowning May Graces to the public here soon. Ah, that's excellent news. Could you possibly go in and check on her? Unfortunately, she does not consider to be a wise decision. In a few days, it seems likely the terrorist plague in the kingdom will be swept away. In light of that, the Queen's birthday celebration will be held, as originally planned. Wow. The citizens will surely be happy to hear this news, as they have been looking forward to it. But surely that is not all you wish to us. Right. Now, all you could have sent along a message. Haha, indeed you are correct. Her Majesty is continuing to recover, as per privilege, however. Given the gravity of her condition, she has also issued a proclamation due to her tenuous health. They say that she wishes to abdicate the throne, turn over royal authority to her nephew, Duke Dunan. What? Is this true? Josh, what this says. Yeah, the conspiracy finally makes an appearance. I was surprised when Her Majesty first breached the subject as well, but her illness has left her quite frail. But it is only natural. She has ruled the kingdom for 40 years, leading it through times of strife and war, all without a husband, might I add. Given that, I wish to relieve her of the stress and the duties fine. As to the heir of the crown, the decisions are mine to make. Oh, terrible. Is Her Majesty's condition truly that severe? What a shame that I've never noticed any signs in any of my annual visits. It isn't as far too serious about it to discuss what is supposedly a casual rumor. Pardon my rudeness, but all this seems to stretch credulity. Huh. Melo. Are you saying that you can't take his grace at his will? No, nothing of the sort. Simply mean that, as an elected official, I don't understand why a successor to the throne can't be elected in the same fashion. That's true. Possible I'd like to hear this directly from Your Majesty. Huh. Your uneasiness is quite understandable. We do ask that you try to maintain your composure. Allow us to continue. As mentioned earlier, I believe Her Majesty will give a formal announcement herself during the festival. To be persuaded to shelve your doubts until then? Well, the issue is basically this. Once this becomes common knowledge, you cannot know how the citizens will react. This is why we're telling the leaders first. Help save off any chaos or public disorder before it happens. This is also the decision of His Grace. Well, this is true. Also, the Queen's abdication of the throne will have international repercussions. The other nations on the continent will have their eyes on us, unless we watch for action on the part of the Erebonians. Surely you can see why it's necessary to show unified support for the new king. This is the world in which we are going to be living. It makes it sound so rational. Yeah, he's quite the master manipulator. In other words, the official decree will be given during the birthday celebrations. We thought it would be best to inform us first so that we can prepare for any issues that may arise, correct? Haha. I'm glad to see you have an understanding. This all comes to pass, we're going to find ourselves quite busy. Yes, and we'll have to announce it. And we'll have to announce it to the citizens. I have a question. I believe that the Duke has a fair claim to the throne. However, is there another who also has the same right of succession? Well, no doubt you're referring to Her Majesty's granddaughter, Princess Claudia. It is true that she and Her Grace have an equal claim to the throne, but it would appear that Her Majesty did not choose her due to her tender age. I must say I agree with her wisdom in this matter. I should hardly like to impose such a responsibility upon a girl so young. Yes, absolutely. For the time being, I believe it would be best for Claudia to find a fine marriage prospect. Though it is strictly informal, there is already interest from the royal families of a number of other nations. Perhaps a royal wedding could take place in soon as this year. Oh my. I understand. If that happens, we'll have two major events to celebrate. Huh? Oh, seclusion. Be young for marriage. Excuse me, may I ask a question? Zen. Don't mind, speak freely. Claire seemed rude, but this doesn't sound like the type of conversation you want outside to. Particularly a foreigner. So how come you're making this announcement now? That is solely because of this serendipitous turn of events that allowed Braces to win the new champion. We had wanted to inform the guild of this advance as well. I had already discussed the idea with Her Majesty. Gotcha. Because Liberal's military embraces are just as good in terms as the stories say. Haha. And it's because we lack the military strength of the Empire of Europe. Harsh reality is keeping close relations with each other is a must. In any event, do you now understand my intention? Yes, alright. Pass on what we learned here to the guild. Man, I've heard some pretty unbelievable conversations in my time, but that was something else. I mean, I'm a foreigner after all, so it's not that big of a deal for me. I bet that was huge news for you guys, so. Of course it was. Can't believe things have gone this far already. Huh? Never mind. But really, what a shame. Food was so amazing and practically melted in my mouth. Couldn't tell what the last flavor was, though. Haha, understandable enough. But anyway, did you want to go for a walk and walk off some of that rich food and stuff? Huh? Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I can go for a little bit of fresh air. You just played tourist a little while ago and now you want to take an after dinner walk? I sure don't get it. Must be a local thing. I think you're exaggerating a little bit. You haven't gone out to take in the sights? There's a lot of historic architecture around here, you know. If the mood hits me, I may still give it a shot. On the other hand, the kitchen may still have some food left over. You gotta be kidding. You're still hungry? If you had a blade to my throat, my dying wish would for some liquor and a snack. I might go and hunt up a bar or something in a moment. Things have gotten serious. We'll have to find a way to get to see Her Majesty. First things first. Go talk to the head maid Hilda, like we promised. Alice knows a way. She probably knows a way for us to speak directly to them. And by me. Oh, it's you. What? Colonel Richard. Haha. Still in Joshua. It's our first opportunity to truly speak face to face, I believe. Last time we saw each other was right after Mayo Dalmore was arrested, wasn't it? I'm actually surprised that you remember us. I realized that we exchanged few words. She made quite an impression on me. Curiosity was piqued, so I did a bit of checking up on you. I was surprised to learn that you were children of Colonel Cassius. How'd you find that out? Haha, please understand I'm not trying to show off my intelligence vision. I'm greatly indebted to him for our time together now. Need more than words can properly express. Might I suppose to stay away all the time? I'm hoping to speak with you for some time now. Huh? Pardon me, Colonel. Don't you have a meeting with His Grace? I don't mind being a bit late. Ah yes, if we're going to talk, why don't we use the lounge inside? I'll mix you a couple of virgin cocktails. I'll prepare them, sir. No, that won't be necessary. I want you to go to His Grace and inform him that I'll be delayed. Yes, sir. Well, pardon me then. Now then, shall we retire to the lounge? Please follow me. Yeah, sure, what should we do? See, we have much choice. No. Be a little late, well, we can talk to the head maid later. I met Cassius shortly after I graduated from the Mantillion. I was assigned to a mobile unit that was under his command. Since that time, I have found myself in his debt again and again, both personally and professionally. He did. And, what do you think of him at that time? Coincidentally, he was a hero. A master swordsman, to boot. No matter the scenario, he would find a way to handle any number of battlefronts in every direction. It wasn't just a matter of sheer tactics. He understood and could direct high-level strategy as well. Quite simply, he was a man without peer. I didn't know better. Say you're talking about two different people. So you were with our father during the 100 Days War? Yes. He was my CO. Even now, I can still vividly remember the excitement that filled me as we executed a plan that turned the war's tide. Anytime I get to start talking about those days, time just runs away with me. This much I can tell you. If Cassius Bright had not been part of the Royal Army, the Burrow would now be part of the Airbonian Empire. No way. It's kind of hard to believe. Haha. Well, as a hero, he had a knack for doing unbelievable things. Left the army immediately after the war, declining even a medal from the Queen. So few knew of his achievements. Inside the army, many soldiers still hold him up to the prime example of what a hero should be. Never said one word about any of this, me. Well, it's not really the thing you tell your daughter about. Not fair to criticize him for that. Hey, you're setting you on. Besides, why doesn't any of this shock you like it shocks me? Do you already know about all this or something? Well, I didn't know that he was Colonel Richard's superior officer. The rest I knew about, vaguely. Vaguely? You're an accomplice? Hey, calm down. Not like you told me any of it, I just figured a lot of it out. Told me he didn't feel it was something worth going out of his way to tell others about. Grrr, I just don't get it. He comes back here and so in trouble. Ha ha. Alright. Please excuse us, we didn't mean to interrupt. No. Seeing you like this is actually a bit of a relief. I found out about your father was intending to leave the military. I desperately tried to stop him. It seemed that by leaving, he did what was best for himself, after all. After losing his dear wife, being with you was all that could keep a hope from. Colonel Richard. Delvin, I thank you for taking the time to come here. I really can't keep the Duke waiting, so I'm afraid you'll have to excuse me. Alright. I apologize for making you so late. Not at all. You both have told me the one thing I wanted most to know. And thus, I have no regrets. Huh? How's that again? Haha, I'm sure we'll have a chance to speak again soon. Cassius might even be with us then, to share in the stories. Okay. Who's that man? What has he done with Colonel Richard? What are you babbling on about now? Just that it's weird to hear him talking about Dad that way. I wasn't expecting him to be so, well, nice. True, he doesn't seem all that villainous anyway. Even so, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that he's got something up his sleeve. No, we should probably quit the issue. Sorry. I guess you're right. And I hate to say it, but I think he might have been playing nice just because he could get something out of it. He's an intelligence officer, so he probably thinks that fooling a couple of kids is as easy as could be. And you think that's going a little too far? You might be right. Let me be the one who's mistrustful of others. You should just follow your instincts and believe whatever you think is right. Huh? Just make sure you're prepared for anything. Don't let your guard down. I'll say a bracer's job. It's pretty much that, in fact. Okay, I got it. Keep that in mind. Thank you, still. Thank you. What the hell were you thinking for? Anyway, we need to go back and see Hilda. She's probably sick of waiting for us. Yeah, she should be in the maid's quarters. Would you like an after-dinner drink? We didn't make anything you liked, so all for on the menu. Ah, we are on the second floor. Our name, fortunately or unfortunately, depending on your point of view, is not Luca. Seems the castle blueprints are missing too. What do they need with those? There's currently an important meeting being held on the throne room. We are hoping to look around. I'm afraid you'll have to try again later. Though the Duke was His Majesty's representative, an intelligence division was pretty much calling all the shots. Colonel Richard was around. Shudder to think what might have been. Another long work day. This is the Intelligence Division office. Authorized personnel in. Keep your distance, unless you mean it. I'm keen on getting arrested. Now, where did Jane and Mrs. Hill get out here? It's just between you and me, but hanging up after the Duke's meeting is revolting. Hard to believe that he, the Queen, and the Princess are all related. Oh, Richard is such an amazing man. Pearls before the swine and stoop to them. Gotta be careful. I saw the those dumb rats don't get it. Remind me, do rats really like cheese? Or is that just a myth? Ah, hello, hello. Did you enjoy my cuisine? Ah, there you are. I've been waiting for you. You're awfully late, aren't you? Sorry about that. I got caught by Colonel Richard. Did you now? Had some things to tell us about how that. I don't think he has any idea what we're up to, though. I see. Ah, yes, that letter of introduction did mention that you were Master Cassie's children. I can understand at least some of how Colonel Richard feels. Oh. Oh, do you know our dad, too? He used to come here when he worked in General Morgan's aide-de-camp. Told him that he was a school friend of the late principal, Her Majesty's son. Late Prince? Princess Claudia's father. Yes, he was killed 15 years ago in a tragic shipwreck. Would that he was still alive today, none of this would be happening. Huh? But lamenting what could have been is a fool's errand. Evening is fast approaching. Must make preparations at once. Come in. Oh, hey, aren't you? Shay, right? Yes, thank you for your money. You look well, Estelle Joshua. I've been told of your current predicament. You won't find a more dependable child. He's a great help to us, and the princess is in the castle. Princess Claudia. That shouldn't pose a problem. Thank you. If you're ready, you should go change into your uniforms. Ribbons on the headpiece are tricky, so I'll adjust them for you. What? What do you mean? Sal's going to need to dress as one of the maids in order to get into the royal keep. Little playing with the hair and no blend right. I get it. Uniforms don't allow much for a personalization. That should be ideal for singing. Well, me in a maid's outfit? I wanted to try on her since we first met Lila. Cute, breezy, and easy moving. Haha! Well, if our uniforms weren't easy to move in, they'd make cleaning much more difficult. Not so. I'll have to get sucker on me. I'm so excited. Glad you're in high spirits. Can you remember your manners in front of your queen? Well, immediately on this time. Why not? You're changing too, aren't you? Pardon? I mean, he did play the princess during the play at the campus festival. Not really much of a difference between a fancy dress and a maid outfit. That's different. It was a play. Can't appear before Her Majesty in women's clothes. Oh, you'll be fine. It's not all shameful or anything. Besides, you make such a gorgeous princess. Not this again. Cut the jokes, will you? Hilda Shay. Help me out here. Say something. Anyone? I see. That shouldn't pose a problem. Shay, don't you have that extra hairpiece designed for the princess? Yes. It's never been used now. He has that full dark hair, so it probably looks good on you. Hey, hold on a second. Well, it looks like it's 3-1 vote. Majority rules. This way, please. You can use this as a change. Wait a minute, I don't ever remember. Need to change it. Alright. If I have to change, I can do it myself. Oh, Shay. You're not planning on using makeup too, are you? Kids these days. Oh my. Ta-da! Hey, what do you think? Hey, I think it suits you rather well. Such a bright, active maiden training. Only one. And after only one, and I'm only just coming to the castle too. You certainly have me convinced. You're down like that, no one will be any the wiser. Perhaps you'd like to work on Gredsell Castle for real when this is all settled. Well, we already work at Spaces, so... Anyway. Come on, Joshua, get out of here. Sigh. No chance I can talk to you out of this. None at all. It is making the Sigmar. Alright. You're impossible sometimes. Well, it's almost frightening how good that looks. Isn't that awesome? It's better on him than it does on me, and I'm an actual girl. Haha. A bit of makeup can make all the difference in the world. Please, just so you're done. Well, I suppose so. I'll show you the way to the Royal Keep. Make certain you watch me and learn how to make handles her. Yes, ma'am. Finally gonna meet the Queen in person. Yes, this is a do-or-die moment. Just have to stay focused and get to the Royal Keep. It's hard to take you seriously in that app. Well, excuse me. It was your idea. Can't believe you got the nerve to pick on. Sorry, don't get all mad. I'll treat you to some ice cream later, okay? I'm not like you. I'm not obsessed with food. Hey, I'm not obsessed with food. Haha. Get along so well, don't they? Out of time. Let's go to the Royal Keep. Aww. Well, if it isn't Hilda, what do you need from us? This is the Intelligence Division office. Please, invest in fewer distance. Oh, hello, Hilda. What brings you out this hour? As instructed, the castle grade is currently sealed to ensure security. No one is allowed in or out without special permission. Ah, Hilda. I want to talk to you about Her Majesty's Knight. I can't right now. I'm in the middle of several things at once. There, though, we'll sit down and talk, if you'd be so kind. Whoa, Madam Hilda, what are you doing here? As you know, this area is restricted. No civilians are allowed. You have no official missions. You'd best be on your way. Kind of a bummer. It's currently an important meeting in the Elevated Manager College. I apologize, but you'll have to wait before you can enter. Madame Hilda. Madame Hilda. What a long time it's been. Why may I? You are Cynthia exhausted. Haha. There's no hiding anything from you, madam. I had some present business to visit before I left Bowles, so I haven't yet slept. That won't do at all. I'll have some incense sent to you right away. Good stuff that should have you out in no time. I believe we getting some in from the east only a very short while ago. Thank you for your kindness. She's in awe of the ultimate maid. What's this? What magnificent architecture, what fantastic design. And the castle's not bad either. This I think I will have to the rest of room cleaning post haste. Oh, a private visit from Mistress Hill herself. A training maid inspection, is it? Alright then. Madame Hilda, what brings you here at this hour? Ah, now we're just exploring. Madame Hilda, you look well. As you, Mr. Murdoch. Oh, busy as ever, it seems. Yes, but it's hardly work at all when such a factory is so full of bright light. Glad to hear Her Majesty's all about it. Indeed, I'm sure we'll be able to see her again. Anything you need in the room, please feel free to let me know. I'll bring it right away. Thank you, Wilbur. Nope. Where's the bartender? Now that we have talking nearly everyone. Hello. What business do you have with Her Majesty at this hour? Bringing some tea and spoons at her request. Current situation means that Her Majesty is denied the right to even go about her daily life as she wishes after all. Such harsh words. Where are those maids with you? I don't recognize them. His Grace ordered me to hire some additional staff to help. We only just arrived at the castle today. Really, though? Hey, you're pretty cute. Thank you. Well, where do I get the feeling you're back? Crap. You're so hot at every young lady you see. I do hope you're not thinking of any untoward thoughts. I'd rather think that His Grace, the Colonel, would disapprove. Hey. It's not like that. The leader of the Royal Army, we wouldn't do that. All's well then. Now will you please allow us to pass? Pardon us, ladies. Please go ahead. Phew, that was intense. Thanks, Hilda, you're a real lifesaver. Yeah, that was mainly done. Haha, I'm just glad I could help. Well then, are you planning to change your clothes before going in to see Her Majesty? If you prefer, I can just show you the way now. I think I'm okay. Boy clothes, now! Oh, for the love of... Why are you always so self-conscious? What was wrong with that, what you had on? It's not an issue of self-consciousness. By the way, Hilda, is this room what I think it is? Yes, this is Princess Claudia's bedroom. She rarely sleeps in the castle, so the room is all but in use. Ha, no kidding. I heard that the princess was turning to the queen. I guess that's just gossip then. We'll have to ask Her Majesty for the full details. My room is on the second floor of the Royal Keep. I'll take you there. Her Majesty's room is on the second floor of the Royal Keep. I beg your pardon, Your Majesty. I have brought the two I spoke of before. This is Joshua and Estelle. Thank you kindly. By all means, enter. As you wish. I'll wait for you here. Do you go in? Right. Pardon us. Oh. Hehe. I bid you welcome. My name is Alicia von Oshlies, 26th monarch of the nation of Liberal. I'm Estelle Bright. I'm a junior bracer of the Bracer Guild. I'm Joshua Bright, of the same affiliation. It's a great honor to meet you, Your Majesty. Estelle and Joshua. I've truly been looking forward to meeting you both. I regret that I cannot offer you proper hospitality, but I have prepared some tea. Please, have some and relax. I see, so Professor Russell asked you to bring this information. Pitch black ornament capable of negating all other herbal energies. Can you say that the Colonel has acquired it? The Professor told us that you might have some idea of what he intends to do with it, Your Majesty. Can you tell us anything? I have but a vague idea. But I did not think the Colonel even knew of it. Well, I am worried about nothing, but even so. Excuse me, what is this vague idea you have? Suppose there's no harm in telling you. Roughly 10 years ago, a massive orbital reaction was detected beneath Grand Cell. Professor Russell was the individual who came to investigate. This happened... Did this happen in the vicinity of the Sirius? No, far deeper underground like that, in fact. Professor Russell was under the impression that it might be a relic of the ancients that still functioned. Wow. So it was a bona fide artifact, then. Most artifacts I know have lost a function, like the mechanisms on top of the tower. Every now and then, find one that still functions, like Mayor Dalmore's family heirloom. Something like that is beneath Grand Cell. So what does that tell us about the gospel? Maybe it could be used to halt the artifact's functions. Could it do that? Yes. However, we are unable to establish the nature of the artifact, or indeed why it was buried beneath the city. It is beyond my imaginings how the Colonel could know of its existence. Professor Russell's research was on it kept strictly confidential and off the record. I see. In any event, it seems likely that trouble is on the way. Honestly, just as I started thinking maybe the Colonel might be a slightly nicer guy than we were giving him credit for. When someone's trying to stir up some trouble, that's when the bracers come in. Won't let him get away with whatever evil scheme he's trying to pull off. Haha. Expect no less from Cassius' daughter. You're acquainted with our father, Your Majesty? He was a friend of my late son's, and a great savior to the nation. Even after he retired from the army, he would sometimes undertake requests for me. Really? I didn't know that. Haha. Imagine that there are a great many things about him that you do not know, including the precise role he played in the war 10 years ago. I assume you have not been told. Well, nothing super detailed. Perhaps then, is a role that I am meant to play. Estelle and Joshua, you indulge me by listening to an old story. Oh, yes, absolutely. 'Tis no indulgence, Your Majesty. 10 years ago in the spring, Tragedy occurred on the southern reaches of the Erebonian Empire. Its cause is yet unknown, so that is something I must omit. The Empire used that event as a pretext for the invasion of Libero. So began the sad times that would become known as the 100 Days' War. Just as the Empire made its declaration of war, a massive military force breached the Aachen Gate. So it seemed like a scant moments, all of Libero became acquired territory, save for Grancel. It is said that the invasion force was 3 times the size of the entire Royal Army. The reinforcements from Calvad were too late to stop their advance. It was but a matter of time before Grancel too would fall. 2 months after the outbreak of hostilities, the war changed in a way that none could have imagined. Patrol airships that have been developed used to recapture Liberal's checkpoints, severing the Imperial Army's communication. The Royal Army had set about recapturing the major regions, one by one using ships launched from Leaston forces. Zeiss, Rouen, Bose, Rouen. Their supply lines had meant that Erebonians' forces occupying each region were severely, more swiftly crushed. The one behind this plan for a counteroffensive? None other than one Colonel Cassius Bright. It was your father, who was General Morgan's right-hand man at the time, as well as Colonel Richard's superior officer. Afterward, the intercession of the Racer Guild and the Septine Church, the war was brought to an end. It was at this time that Cassius lost what he treasured most in this world. Lena, your mother, Estelle. The clock tower was destroyed in the Imperial Army's vain attempts to hold back the counteroffensive. What follows, I am sure you know. Cassius was not even at his wife's side in their final moments. No, I had no idea. And he believed that the military operations that he himself had planned directly caused her death. Blaming himself, he left the military and took up the path of the Bracer. All to say, we're the only one he left. You. This time he swore he would be able to protect those he loved. Dad, that idiot. It wasn't his fault that Mom died. How cruel. How could he even think that? Still. Yes, you are correct. Even that, all I was lost was his service to his country. Responsibility falls upon me. And so I am sorry still. I failed to protect your mother. I have wished to apologize to you for a long time. You don't need to apologize. Protected the peace of the country ever since the war ended. The peace that Dad and all the other soldiers who defended Libero in the war fought so hard to protect. And the peace that Mom gave her life for, so I could live in it. You have nothing to be sorry for. But still, you have a kind heart, and I am grateful. It gladdened my heart to have finally met you in person. Now more than ever. Your Majesty. However, that is why. Why, I do not wish you to put yourself in danger. I'd like for you to remove yourself from any dealings with this matter. Mom? But Lieutenant Schwartz asked us to help you. I thank you. I'm grateful for your willingness to do so. But if some tragedy befall you in Cassius's absence, I know that no apology that can suffice. I ask only that you go back to your home in Roland and wait for your father to return. But, if I may, Your Majesty, the peace that Dad restored and that you protect, though it, as all, now trembles like a leaf in the breeze. Joshua, if the Colonel is able to use this gospel for whatever purpose he intends, if he succeed in making the Duke the new King of Liberal, what will become of that peace? I ask only that you consider that. Your Majesty, right when we became Juicerbits, we inherited a whole lot of work from Dad. After the Skyband incident, we got that letter and package and been running all around creation since. Feels to us like our dads been nudging us back this whole time. That's why I wanted to defend peace. So let everyone we met, and everyone we care about, go on living secure and happy lives. Just like you, just like Mom and Dad. I'm doing this because of what I believe is right. I really want to see it through. Still, it seems she was right about you. I too am ready. I'd like for the two of you to carry my request to the Racer Guild. Your Majesty, my liege, we will do whatever you ask. The request is that the Racer Guild to rescue those being held captive in the Intelligence Division. Amongst them is my granddaughter, Claudine. Aha! So the princess is being held captive somewhere. Yes. This coup d'etat started when I backed her as the successor to the throne. In other words, Duke Dunan was out of the running. Yes. Allow me to use my nephew. He is possessed of a considerable number of character flaws. In brief, where he is lacking, my granddaughter shines. For the sake of this nation's future, I would have my granddaughter succeed me. Well, I don't actually know her. I personally lean towards the idea that your judgment should really be trusted here. No matter what the era, there will always be those who object strongly to a woman wielding political power. Not to mention the memory of the invasion by a larger power, still relatively fresh. Some of them will perceive the succession of 2 consecutive scenes to be a sign of weakness. Hardly surprising that such a notion has taken root in the minds of some. Some, including Colonel Richard, I presume. Quite right. Claudia's pending succession to the throne caught him quite unawares. That, along with the passing of this information to the Duke, is what led to this coup. At all stages, the Liberal would become a strong military power, the Colonel ruling from the shadows. I see. Finally lets us see the whole picture. So if Liberal becomes a militarized country, what would happen then? A great many things. Taxes would be levied to fill the war chest. Mobile weaponry would be developed with the express intent of causing havoc on a massive scale. A wide-ranging policy of conscription would be adopted. And no doubt contracting major corps would be made legal. Which is not the case at present. Oh no. Indeed, the Colonel has made every very adamant request that I enact such policies. I thought that such proposals were born out of Europe, this country. I never agreed that they were the right course of action to take. The Royal Army is not all that protects this land. We have worked hard to maintain treaties with other countries. Defending a nation goes hand in hand with free cultural exchange and trade with all other nations, for the benefit of all. I feel the same way, Your Majesty. Yeah, it makes sense to me. The Colonel, however, finds such nations to be womanly and foolishly idealistic, and so he demanded that I abdicate the throne in exchange for Claudia's safe return. Many people have had family members taken to ensure that they would not dare to oppose the Colonel. But I am the Queen, and I will not allow all that I love above my country to be destroyed simply because of blood ties. Still, she is my only granddaughter. I cannot simply allow her to die. Your Majesty, be sure to be here and comply with your request. We will see to it that the princess is rescued. Those who have a prisoner. Thank you, both of you. For that reassurance, I will do all I can to oppose the Colonel's demands. Are there any other requests from you? The gospel still has to be dealt with. I don't think we should just leave you here. I appreciate your sentiment, Giselle. The present state of affairs is not contingent upon my freedom or imprisonment. The gospel shall continue to weigh heavily in my mind, for a great many reasons. For my part, I will attempt to ascertain the Colonel's true intentions about that. Wow, what a totally awesome person. Super nice, but seriously strong-willed. I hope they're even 1/10 of it. I hope I'm even 1/10 of that cool when I get old. Cool? Did you ask? Did you actually just call the queen then? Still, she definitely has what it takes to govern a whole country. Yeah. Really want to stop this coup thingy. Help her. It's definitely outside of Racer's jurisdiction. All first things. We do whatever we can. Right. You know, it's still freaking out. But the queen told us about Dad. Or if she's got any more tidbits you'd be willing to share. Stella and Joshua. You finished changing? Oh yeah. Then we should return to the waiting room at once. It's already after 11 o'clock. Actually, it's almost midnight. Wow, it's really that late? The Queen spoke with us for a long time. If we stay any longer, it's apt to make the guards suspicious. Well, now. I was wondering how Hilda managed to get you two in here. Now I see. These outfits were a marvelous idea. You both look quite convincing. Stella, Joshua, I haven't had such a wonderful day in a very long time. You must come again for tea. Like it if Claudius and Cassius could join us next time. We'd all have a nice chat together. There's so much you miss if you just do the story. Are you going home for the day, Miss Hilda? Yes, I believe so. To be sure not to do our Majesty any further discourtesy. That's not fair. But please relax. We are patriots of the court. That's good to hear. I believe that we shall be on our way. Pardon me. By your leave. By the way, ladies, I don't think we've ever got your names. May I ask them? Oh. I think it's Lena. But let me just check. Checking my guide. Grand Arena. I'll be on time. Ah. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna go into Chrome. So I'll be away for a little bit. Ah. It is any name you want. My, isn't that a lovely name? There's a pleasant ring to it. Ah, thank you very much. How about you, Miles? You may call me Karen. Karen, you say? It's a very pretty name. You're too kind. You're too kind, sir. Rather fond of it myself. Are you now? Alright. We're the special ops. My name is... I think that's just about enough. I sense an ulterior motive at work. No, I meant not. At least not from us. Beep! Please be safe on your way home. Well, aren't you, Mr. Popularity? It's like their eyes all changed when you told them your name. Hey, it was not. And see you shying away from joining in the conversation. Sure, but that doesn't mean I wasn't nervous. Ugh, kinda lost all my confidence there. Eh? Heck? What's all that noise about? Oh, do you know? Ah, so they the court. Hey, maids. You don't look familiar. The two of the new hires from which I'm instructed. This is Lena and that's Karen. They're all quite inexperienced, so I'm giving them some extra training time. Do you recognize us? Not good. How many times we've run into it? I'd be sorry if you didn't recognize it. Come now, Philip. Enough with the staring. Haha, it's quite unusual to see coming from you. Stiff upper lip and all. Please pardon my rudeness. You look much like my niece. Her eyes were playing tricks on me, I guess. I'm dreadfully sorry for the disgrace. Ah, it's no bother. Please, don't concern yourself. No, now I stop and look, I must say you both are quite lovely. You with the brown hair, you have a very healthy, clean look to you. Yeah. As for you, I personally think you look best with that raven hair of yours even longer. Oh, I'm honored. Ah, yes. Leosin, you shall attend to me this evening. Her Grace. Yeah, I don't want to serve him tea. I don't think tea is what he wants served. Her Grace, your flirtations, well flattering. Best served for another time and place. All the maids in the castle work directly in service to Her Majesty Queen. I trust you've not forgotten? I know. Some people can't appreciate a joke. Castle will be mine in a week's time anyways. Can't set aside time for some fun then. Your Grace, please, no more of this. You don't mind when you drink to excess. You know how your libido gets in such instances. I say this, knowing full well that I may be reprimanded for it. But I said I was just joking. Enough, I'm going to bed. As you wish, Your Grace. The room is right over there. Whoa, alright, Lena. Just let me know if you have any problems, anything at all. You're the best advice a future king can give. Haha. Thank you very much. Ha ha ha, aren't you cute? Yeah, it's good. I apologize unreservedly for all of us. Grace will likely remember nothing of this come this morning. Please, such reminds me. Sure, certainly hope so. I'm truly sorry. Madame and young Mrs., I beg your pardon, but I must take my leave. Feel so badly for him. Truly seems to bear the weight of the world on his shoulders. Oh, you know Mr. Philip personally? Yes, ever since we were children. But not nearly as well as we once did, thanks to the one he serves. I see. Sure seems like he's nervous all the time, doesn't he? But that everything between the Duke and the Colonel has him completely on edge. Probably, yeah. By the way, what was it that you were saying earlier about me being the popular one? Duke certainly seemed awfully fond of you. Brrr, please. I like to keep my food in my stomach, thank you. Alright, back to before. I feel like I'm missing something. Why would the Duke want tea so late? Well, you see. Estelle, allow me to elucidate the matter of tea, and why gentlemen should never request it in polite company. Huh? Come closer. Now, do you understand? Yes. Hopeless, completely hopeless. Thanks for everything, both of you. Now for you, I don't know what we would have done. Please. It was the least we could do in Her Majesty's service. I ask that you complete the request she made of you. I feel the same way. I beg all of you do everything in your power to save the princess. Oh, are you one of her royal retainers? Yes, I regret that I rarely get the chance to serve her directly. She is so kind and open, she always treats me more like a friend than a servant. The thought of her being held captive keeps me up at night. I understand, but can you just rest easy now that we're on the job? Well, you can rest easy now that we're on the job. We'll save her. Shall we be going? Yes. We shall be going now. Shall save here. And next time, we will have... Next Saturday, I'll be coming by a little bit early. Due to a something I had planned. Voiceover sort of boot camp. So, time you see me after that, I might be a little bit better. This whole voiceover thing. Anyway, I bid you